Welcome all. In this episode of Retro Gamer Nation, we'll be previewing an upcoming game for the Commodore 64 called Space Moguls, a modern day tribute to the cult classic multiplayer game Mule. Space Moguls allows up to 4 human players to take on the role as participants in a competition that sends out players to a new planet, with minimal supplies to see who can best take advantage of the planet's natural resources by producing food, energy, materials and ore to build the most wealth. The contestant with the greatest cash value and rank will be determined the winner. If you don't have 3 other friends that share your interest in 8-bit retro gaming goodness, then not to worry, as the other participants can be controlled by the computer. Space Moguls will offer 8 different playable characters and 4 different planets for the game to take place on, each with a unique land distribution and item production. The game is played in rounds where each one begins with a land grant, where the game will cycle through each of the tiled land cells and you must click on the fire button when the game highlights the landscape you are interested in. There are 10 different landscapes available for you to choose, each one having unique characteristics as to the type of resource you can extract from it. The land grant phase ends with a chance to participate in a land auction, which allows the highest bidder to buy an extra land cell. The game will then move on to the next phase, where each player takes turn at developing their land cells. To do this, you go into town and start the process of buying a droid that will be doing all the resource extracting for you, outfitting it with the specific equipment that is best suited to work on the type of land you have acquired, and then you walk over to the land cell to begin item production. Note that there is only a limited supply of pre-built droids on offer. Once they run out, you will have to supply your own iron ore along with cash to be able to obtain additional droids. After each player has taken their turn, the production phase begins, where you get to see the results of the resources you have deployed. If you have not equipped your droid correctly, the results will set you back within the competition. If you have chosen wisely or stumbled upon a rare material, then you have set yourself to profit handsomely, giving you an advantage for the rest of the game. Productivity results can be influenced by random global events, which can have a good or disastrous effect on production or trading. When the resource extraction phase has ended, the game will then move on to the trading round, where players can trade their products with each other or buy and sell from the store. This phase is quite interesting, as each player needs to decide as to whether they will be a buyer or seller of a resource, and then it's a matter of the supply and demand principle, where each player sets the price they are willing to buy or sell an item, with a transaction only taking place when a price is agreed upon. This introduces a game of chicken type philosophy, as sellers try to maximize the price they can get for their product, while buyers try to get valuable items at the most affordable price. As a seller, there is no benefit in setting too high of a price if it means that you are going to be stuck with resources that are no benefit to you. Inversely, as a buyer, you may need specific items to be productive in the next round. For example, if you get caught being short on food, then you will forego production activities in the following round. To conclude the round, the current rankings are shown on screen, which are based on the amount of cash and assets you have on hand. The game will then go on to reveal additional land cells, opening up the map world to you. The game will then go on to repeat the same game phases for all the remaining rounds, and when these have all been completed, the wealthiest player is declared as the winner, depicted by a humorous end screen revealing what the future lies ahead for each of the competitors. As mentioned earlier, Space Moguls is set to offer 4 different planets to play on, but the game will offer infinite variety, as each time the game is played, the map is procedurally generated, providing a different landscape set out each time. Developer Karl-Hendrik Skarsted looks to have poured a lot of thought and passion into his strategy game, which simulates many aspects of economics. The overall presentation of the game is very high. Space Moguls is an absorbing experience when playing by yourself with the computer. Those who like resource management type games will no doubt love it, and there is plenty to hook in those who might have a casual interest in the genre. But it is as a party game that this game will excel, where you have multiple human players all trying to outwit one another to come away as a winner, and having a lot of fun while doing it. Space Moguls is set to be released in late 2018 by Protovision, and I can't wait to get my hands on the full version. I hope you enjoyed the preview of Space Moguls. To complete this video, I'm going to play through one complete round of Space Moguls so you can get a complete feel for the game. Bye for now.